Now, mortgage rates declined over the past few weeks, which could mean the market is actually starting to cool off. So joining us, our money man, Incredible.com personal finance expert, Dan Ricardo. Dan, it's interesting. First of all, good morning, sir. Always a pleasure.
Good morning, Bill. It was good to be with you in person the other day.
That was
How are
good
you?
stuff. I appreciate it. It was fun. I feel like we were talking about don't look for interest rates to come down anytime soon, and now they're starting to come down. So what does this mean for the market?
They trickle down a little bit, but more importantly, Bill, keep your eye on inventory. That's up about 8%. So there's more homes for sale. And as you said, all signs point to the market finally cooling off a little bit. If you're a first-time buyer, if you've been on the sidelines for the last year and a half, that's good news, my friend.
So what tips do we have for the people who have been sitting there on the sidelines going, can't afford it?
Think long-term. This is not an Airbnb. You're buying a home. God willing, you'll be there for many, many years. So think about it in context of 5, 10, or more years, not months. Get pre-approved, obviously. Bill, my favorite, and I know you've done this a few times, go for the fixer-upper. Don't buy a flip, but buy the house that can immediately benefit from some sweat equity, right? That way you build value on day one. And consider those areas that are a little bit less expensive. All those things can help those first-time buyers, especially here in Philly, get into the market.
I was always told as we shift gears, try to find the house in most need in the best area, like on the best block, so you get that fixed.
You got that right.
All right, so stocks are also down. That's not so good. Inflation is high, not so good. Are we headed for another recession?
Recession. We've had 12 since World War II. The average lasts about 10 months. The bottom line is recessions are a normal, unpleasant, but normal part of our business cycle, right? So instead of worrying about it necessarily, what you and I are going to do is figure out what we can do about it to prepare. Number one, boost that little emergency fund of yours. And now's a good time to throw a few more bucks in your savings. If you're thinking of a new job, Bill, now's the time to do it. As the economy cools down, there'll be fewer jobs. So now's the time to snag that new job. And finally, going back to the house, if you're considering selling, Bill, now's the time to do it, right? Because you'll get a good price now. Don't know what that price might be a year from today.
What can we do to kind of protect it, like recession-proof our finances, or do we just let it ride?
No, I'm with you. Let's recession-proof it. I'm all about action like you are, Bill. Let's work on that high-interest debt. Try to bring down those credit card balances. Most importantly, invest in yourself. Add new skills. Maybe go back, take a few college classes, whatever the case may be. You want to stand out, Bill, when it comes to potential employers, especially if the job market starts to get a little bit more difficult. And finally, not that you can find a new car right now, it's almost impossible, as you and I have reported on, but even if you could, I want you to delay. Major purchases, if you can delay. You'll get a better deal later if, in fact, the economy slows down.
Always a pleasure, my friend. I love that you help people not panic. Just get information. That's the best that we can do.
That's it.
Dan, you have a great weekend.
I'll see you, Bill. Take care.
You take care. Enjoy your Sunday.